Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Please. Yeah.
A very good morning to all present here. It is a great honor of mine to introduce today's speaker. He merely requires any introduction, though. Dr. Dinesh Kumar, Professor, Department of Information Technology, Delhi Technological University, is a holder of the Commendable Research Award both in the year 2019 and 2020. He has also received the Premium Research Award in 2018. Dr. Dinesh Kumar has completed his BTech from Dr. RML Awadh University, MTech from Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology, and PhD from Delhi Technological University. His current research interest includes computer vision, deep learning, segmentation analysis, fake news detection, rumor analysis, crowd behavior analysis, and human activity recognition. Dr. Dinesh Kumar is a life member of ISTE, a member of ACM, and a senior member of IEEE. I'm sure everyone here will be enlightened with his vast knowledge and experience. A very warm welcome to you, sir, from SRM. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Golda Madam, for inviting me. Really, it is my pleasure to have me in this particular talk. And also the Mr. Saran, who has introduced me very nicely. So thank you very much. So, Madam, can I share my screen?
Sure, sir. I've made you as the co-host. You can share the screen, sir.
So, madam, I'm not finding where I have to share whole screen.
Sir, there's an option down, share screen.
Yes, share screen that I'm finding, but whole screen actually I have some other platforms like I have to show this Jupyter Notebook also I have to open. So only one application I can share here I can find. Whole screen I'm not finding.
Just a second, sir.
Only particular tab I'm finding that I can share.
Sir, right now you're going to open the PowerPoint presentation, right, sir?
Yes.
Oh, are you not finding the option to share?
Only now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is showing, sir. We can see your PPT, sir.
Madam, only PPT. I think now I'm changing. Is this visible to you? This
right
tab?
now we can see your PPT, sir.
Yeah, only that's why I was finding only one tab to share a PPT only. But I need to share a whole screen. Okay, let's one by one I can share. There's no association.
Okay, sir. Right.
Okay, a very good morning to everyone. So now today's talk as a topic already you people are aware about this, but this particular topic which I'm going to present, it is very useful in current days. And current days we are seeing that there are multiple factors that are giving such topic means very much attention by means this attention is means that is researchers as well academia people, and there are certain associated factors that basically affects our life. So that's why we mostly focus about this fake news detection data mining perspective. So this particular talk that first I would like to show you and regarding the fake news, what is fake news and why such topic is a relevance. And then the second aspect, if time permits, then I will try to demonstrate you that how we do such kind of data mining, means for the fake news specifically. So, madam, how much time I have?
Sir, actually, like the second session for them starts at 9:50, sir.
Okay, 9. So I have a 50 minutes?
50 minutes, sir. Yes, sir.
So yes, I will try to quickly summarize you this one so that because you all are the students, so you will be more fascinating towards how we do such things. So let me, the outline of the talk that we definitely talk about what is a fake news and what are the basically forms of false content, and then what is the motivation behind, and also I will try to show the statistics of the worldwide statistics of how many users are available over the the platforms where such fake news and rumors are propagating, like specifically about the social networks and also internet users. So we will see, and also we will see what are the various models that are used to detect such things. So first we need to understand what is the fake news. So fake news is, as its name itself indicates, that it is a kind of false content. It means that false content may be generated intentionally, or sometime it may not be intentionally, by mistake it may be generated. So false news or fake kind of content is a misleading information which is presented as in the form of news. So it is also called like information pollution. Now in these days, information is also is polluted over the social networks, because here at worst name that we have taken information pollution, because this is the thing that is in the negative side we have considered this. So that's why we say that like information pollution. So format of false information that is available in the form of messages, tweets, images, video blogs, stories, breaking news. So all these are the forms, and these all are affecting human lives in a negative way. And we always feel that if someone says that this was happened, but when later on when we know the truth, if it was not happened, then we feel very disheartened. So definitely there must be some attention to find out and show that the fake news are kind of rumors kind of thing that should be stopped immediately, or means the propagation of the news, because it is a very uncontrolled now in these days. When you once a person has generated, then news is started trending. If anything is like a kind of fake news, especially the things which appears like and also there is a theory behind it, like in information theory we used to say that the event which is likely to be very less occurrence that has, so those kind of news that generally becomes a very trending news. We are not expecting that is going to be happen. If that is happening though, so people, everyone try to understand, try to see whether it is has been happened or not. So if someone is giving that information in a false way, then also people generally believe that okay, this might be happened, but generally the people are shocked in that case. So that's why this kind of, particularly like if someone says that there's a place where the fire has been happened, or there is a place where some kind of casualties that has been happened. So if generally we are very sensitive, we are human being. If someone says like there are 100 people that has been died, so we are very much kind of attention that we give over those news. But whether that news is a true or false, that is the second issue. But generally in the first attempt, we are very concerned about those things. So the credible media sources, that is one of the most things that we can say the requirement of today's, that there must be a credible media. So now the things behind this fake news popularity is the basically the internet user in current days. Internet user, and also we will see that there are certain media houses that are also propagating the fake news through the television also. So but the internet, when it comes, then as we know that the statistics of the total population worldwide, that we knows it's almost we are 7.9 billion the population that we have. So over that, internet users are almost 4.6 billion, and social media users are also increasingly day by day. So we will see about this. So the forms of false content, which you can see that now in current days, it is appearing in many ways, and also there is a some kind of thought behind that propagation. Even there is a business perspective also involved to float such kind of information. So it is a false kind of content that is being comes under the category of like rumors, that is also can be said, fake news, misinformation, disinformation, clickbaits, hoax, satire, opinion spam, propaganda, and conspiracy theory. So now like here you can see if you people can see this where I'm moving my cursor. Yes, is it visible to you all? There is a proactive woman in the thumbnail that didn't appear in the actual video. So this is looking like a, so this is called basically a kind of clickbaits. So where now I'm here clicking it, then there is some link. I think you may not be able to see. Now you may not be able to see because this is coming to the next tab. Yes, is it visible to you all? Yes. Or only
Yes.
PPT are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, madam, only PPT is visible, or there is a YouTube video that I have opened over the browser.
I can see, we can see only the PPT, sir.
Okay, so I think, okay, no problem. So now I'm explaining here itself. So you people have seen in current days, there are beautiful thumbnail that has been prepared for any kind of, there are a number of YouTubers even you have seen. So what they are doing, they are placing a very attractive kind of thumbnail. So people are attracted by looking the thumbnail. But when you are going to inside the video, you may not be finding such a kind of content. So that is again a kind of cheating kind of things that is happening over the social networks where the YouTube you maybe even have seen, and also you have seen certain news that has been propagated by certain media houses. Like here you can see there is a Mumbai blast mastermind Dawood Ibrahim asset worth like 15,000 crores that has been seized in UAE. So this was actually the news that was reported by G Media, and then the some party people, they frame that one, they tag this news, and then they place their own content like master stroke diplomacy by PM Narendra Modi hit at the right place. So now here you can see how such news, this news was actually a false news, but now here they are claiming it as a like a some kind of means authenticity they are trying to add, but the source is itself is not authentic. So such a kind of hoax is basically such kind of news. So the people are trying to achieve certain mileage. They are trying to basically means influence the people that how the government is doing. So such is a kind of misinformation or false content that is available here. Also is so sorry is a kind of satire basically. Even you may have seen this is a very popular Times network in the Hindi news channel like Astak, even also the Times means news. They are also means preparing such a kind of news in the form of satire, where they used to have a kind of leg pulling of politician basically. But in general, in the public, you can't do such thing. So that is also the media houses, they have certain liberty, so that's why they are doing. But not every person can do such kind of thing. So that is also a kind of thing that comes. And also certain propaganda, certain conspiracy theories that are also prepared. And when such kind of things are happening, then people have very much curiosity to understand about that. So when that curiosity comes, then the person, those who generate such kind of news, their objective is going to be solved at that moment. So now here the actors of false content generation that also you can see, like there are in current days, there are bots. Even you may have seen that there was a 1 year back, there was a news that the popularity of even when Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, he has made some comment. So over the comment, there are in context of that comment, there are a number of users those has been replied against the comment. Means against whatever the message he has tweeted against those number of the people, those who made the comment. So what the that was a negative comment. Most of the comments are that came. So how the party, they justified that, they said that it was done by the Turkish bot. Means that was the opposition parties, they do such thing. So such kind of things are also happening. And then later on what they do, that they off such kind of, you can't make the comment. Means they are having such like thing, because when social media that provides such kind of opportunity, so that is also the negative thing that will happen. So similarly, like different kind of hidden agendas are also there. Even activists also we have seen like they are taking some money, then that's why they are doing some activity. So that may even looks like that they are doing a genuine activity. Even terrorism, journalists are also, they are trying to get a popularity very short duration of a time. So that's why they are also doing some breaking news. So that is also some kind of agenda that we can have. Even some people or some trolls are also there, those who are also doing such kind of things. So the motivation behind it, one is the political intent, financial profit, passion for promoting an ideology. That is also, there are some people who are also doing for the fun. Some people are also doing to increase their customer base, and they also in the media they are rushed to cover the latest news. So that is also in it. And also there are some news like here also, this is also generally happen in the offices. Most of the offices means this is also has been noticed in current days. Character assassination, that is also one of the things that is happening with the false news. And we are a human being, we are very means soft kind of when we listen that someone is make a complaint against that person regarding the character. So that is also things which appeals to us and we used to. So that may be a kind of basically the motivation behind that. So these are some of the factors. I need basically these things quickly to cover so that I can go to the implementation side. So here the internet user in the word that also you can, because we have to also look what are the region, what are the factors of such kind of topics to become very popular. So internet user in the word, that is also one of the, you can see that over the Asia, Europe, Africa, and Latin America, North America, and total world population in respect of that also, you can see that almost the world population that is around 7.9 is around 7.8 I think it's around 7.9 billion around the world population. Then you can see the internet user over the worldwide, that also you can see. Even in the Asia, that you can see in the Asia, you can see in respect of the population how the internet users are increasing day by day. So you can see how this statistics is emerging. So this static giving a huge kind of business opportunity, huge kind of people, they are connected through the network. So whatever they want to communicate, whatever the person, those who have some kind of hidden agenda, they can easily propagate over the network. So that's why now in current days, it is very essential for us to do such kind of research, so that before get it trended, means before any news is going to be trended, we have to check its authenticity. If it is a genuine, then only it has to be propagated, it has to be trended. So here also you can see as the same kind of statistics, almost 5.1 billion around this population, that you can see those who uses the internet users. And now over this also the population, worldwide population, and then you can see the world population, 54.9% population that of world that exists over the Asia. And then internet user also you can see in the same amount internet user in the Asia. And most of the in Asia, when it comes, then you can consider most of the population in the Asia is basically China and India. So most of the user of internet user, that also will be in the China and India. So that also we will see. So here we can see what are the popular social media platforms where such kind of contents are available. So like a Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook means Facebook Messenger, then Instagram. So like these are the some of the means platforms that are very popular, where most of the users are available. So like if you need to know or even the authenticity of any content, if you are going to means float over the social networks like Facebook, so you can see how means how much effect it has. It is the users are huge in millions, that you can see per month they are increasing in this way, number of active users per month in millions. So that you can see that these users giving us the base to do some kind of research, because we need to collect the data. When we have a data, then we can do some analytics. So now here the number of social networks users that also you can see, as I said, worldwide you can see India is in the second position and China in the top, because China population is even also high as compared to India. So you can see that how this has been happening, the number of social network users even in 2021, and then how much rise that even in 2026 the population means the number of users that may be increased. So India is also providing such kind of platforms where even you may have seen that even the businesses also, people those who are not even well aware of English, they are also using social networks, because the social networks, the providers, those who are providing, they are providing options in such a way so that easily they can use. And also here you can see the social media users age wise also there is some statistics. There is a huge amount of youth is available over there, and if we need to promote any policy that is related to youth, so definitely there may be a target that social media, they must miss the organizers or event or any kind of policy maker, they have to promote their policies over the social network, because youth is available in means in good number. So age wise that also you can see breakup of age, that age group wise also you can see up to almost means a number of the means users are very high young, and then also with the age that you can see that how this is basically the number of users over the population that is increasing. So now here the sources means for the news, what people are using over the world, what are the media sources that people are using. So you can see there is online here, online users, and then there are TV, then social media and radio and print. So you can see bottom side for each and every country, except Germany, you can see on the bottom side each and every country except Germany. Here there are some countries of Asian countries, and some countries are basically European countries. So that is a report that was published by Digital News Report. This was a Reuters is a worldwide news agency that basically published. So they do analysis. They find that now in these days, the social media and internet users, those who are accessing as a media for news. So social media for news in India also, you can see Indian perspective also, we can see that how much users up in the percentage wise. WhatsApp, you can see even WhatsApp also most of you are using as a news source. And then social media like Facebook, Twitter, etc. That is also a good numbers. You can see news channels, NDTV, BBC, are other news channels that also people are utilizing. So, but here you can see that it is a social media, especially when we club. So like WhatsApp, social media like this, and then you can see that a significant increase in India itself is happening. So the source media for news that also you can see various kind of means age wise, that is means youth, what is the news source here. So definitely we will see that in the age of the youth, they are using how much percentage, that also you can see a significant amount that is going to increase regarding this news. So television, if you can see the people, those who are more aged, they used to even see the television as a news, means for the news purpose television they used to use. So the credibility of news in media, this was basically, that was like a survey of Reuters reports that was 2020 that was published. So where they have done some survey regarding such kind of news, means the credibility of news and credibility of media houses, they do such thing. Then they found that there are certain means distrust that has been misreported in the society regarding the media houses, because they feel that there are some kind of content they are showing which is not reliable, which is not good, and which is not even means truth. So here this was the present that trust on main media stream. So like there was a trust news I use. When a person use as a news, then 46%, and similarly trust news overall, so that is a 38%. So there is a, this has been noticed that there is some kind of distrust that has been that has been observed. So these are basically uh, giving us a scope to think of. Even there is also trust most news most of the time, but there is a fall in the trust that also has been noticed in several countries. You can see there is some negative. There is a most of the countries, if negative values are reported, it means that there is a fall over the trust. When you are going to have, then the trust is going to be a negative side. Like especially we can see about over the Hong Kong, we can see there are some distrust in the Denmark and like other countries, but there are certain region like in Hong Kong, there is a some China's they are propagating some kind of false news over there. So that's why people having a some they do not believe, have a belief in the news. So trust in different sources of news. Now in the present case of COVID also, you can see where there is a people have a trust or not. So the most trust you can see, if you generate the news, that is of whom you are going to trust. Like even in these days, you have seen over the YouTube, there are many people, those who are giving advice about the medical, whether they are doctor or not, whether they are expert or not, but they are giving advice for that. So we have to also think the credibility. We have to also check out the credibility of those people, those who is uploading such kind of content, whether they are reliable or not. So in case of COVID, it has been collected. So scientists and doctors are the people, for means on them, most of the people are believing. And but the rest of the places you can see about the credibility, that how it is decreases. So and a social media platform by youth, that also youth is using some social media platform where you can see Instagram is getting a more attention. Instagram is widely used in the youth. And so fake and real news concern, as I was talking, like the proportion of news, what is real or what is fake when it comes to the internet. So almost 56% worried about what is a real or fake. This was the survey basically that was conducted by Reuters. So they found that almost 56% of the people, those who are finding the news, and but still they are worried whether the news is real or fake. They are having some concern. So even the channel for misinformation, that also has been seen. So you can see 40% is the responsible for like in the over the internet. When we see, then 40% of the social media, the news sites apps are also 20%, 14% messengers, and Google search 10% people used to do. So these are the channels where they find such kind of news. And most concerned platform for false misleading information. So that also you can see here is the for the selected countries. Again, the Facebook users are more, so Facebook is giving getting more attention, so that we can see in the different country wise. And also factors in selecting news sources in India. When people are going to select some news source, then also they are worried about it. First, they think of news must be reliable. It gives me more insight. It is easy to access whenever I want, and it is so. In this way, a survey has been conducted. So you can see that there is a significant amount of the people. First is they want that. First is the news must be reliable, and the second you can see, second it is easy to access whenever I want. So about this, you all knowing that this is the thing that provides by the means even internet user, they have such liberty. Whenever they want, they can have access of the news. So that is the advantage that it provides. So that's why people are using, and that's why wrong people are also using for the propagation of such kind of thing. So factors in selecting news sources, as I said, so there is a percentage that also percentage wise it can be seen. when it's reliable. So you can see the reliable is having a significant amount, but the most of the reliability they has considered that the TV news, they are providing a most of the reliable news, especially for the TV. But like for the others, uh, you can see it gives me most insight that also people want that the news must provide us a good understanding. So these are the factors that people are considering. So now coming to the now from this onwards, we talk more of fake news information and how this is generated and how this is detected. So false information ecosystem, first we can see, this is the basically work that you can find in my own research paper where we propose how this fake news is going to originate. So origination of fake news is that also we can see. And then next is a social media, is the social media where that news comes and then it gets propagated. And then the part that comes detection of whether it is authentic or not, then enforcement or intervention can be done if someone is generated. So this way, this ecosystem basically works. So the fake news stories that you can see, like there are some fake news stories that has been already that exist in our social networks, even in internet. So you can see there is original and fake. Like you can see Osama bin Laden photograph has been superimposed on the photo of Mrs. Hillary Clinton. So you can see, but there was the photo, actual photo was the Subhasis Mukherjee, but people propagated it that the Hillary Clinton meets this Bin Laden. So that is the kind of thing that is appearing in these days over the social networks. And similarly, also you can see in India also when this president of India, they now here you can see how the news they are presenting. President Kovind on 3.25 million followers on Twitter within minutes are taking over as India's 14th president. So you people can think how these media houses are presenting this news, because this was the president, they had taken over the charge of the account that was basically used for earlier president Pranab Mukherjee. But here, when they changed the name, then they presented the news in such a way. Now again, you can see the media houses which I have reported. So you can see how they are presenting. They are master of like this, doing this. So you can understand. And they again, whenever you are going to ask the clarification, they say that I'm reporting the account, means I'm seeing the number of followers that are there, and that you can see, and you will also see, and you can believe. Now you can see, if you are not applying your own thought behind that, then you can think that okay, it is really they are reporting a good. This can be happen. So now in current days we have to very cautious about the news when we are now. This is also you can see the Kamal Nath, that was he was a chief minister of MP. He used to drive a car where Rajiv Gandhi was sitting on the left side. Then people used to say that Kamal Nath was a driver, and but he was actually driving his own car, and then Rajiv Gandhi was sitting. So the news that can be presented in a very, very different way. See, there are some fake news stories that you can see, but I'm discussing few of them. There's a rumor also. You can see here, right side, you can see there's a rumor. The death of Sonali Bendre. Sonali Bendre is a popular Bollywood actress, and she was having even some problems, some medical problems she was having. So after that, I think she recovered. Then the people, even when she was getting a treatment, at that moment, people used to upload such news. So many people, they started sending a message of RIP message they used to send. So that is basically things that is what has happened. The source of rumor that also there was a Bollywood Samachar, they reported such kind of news. So now the coming to the problem means because as a scientific person, we think of how such false information ecosystem that works, And then what are the problem that exists? So the first problem is a cross platform, means you can build up one algorithm that works on for the Twitter so platform that may not work for Facebook, that may not work for other social network. So this is also one of the problem, but we are trying to then have some solution, because now the live information, you may be knowing, those who knows about the some of the work they have done about the regarding the APIs. You may be knowing about the APIs. There are public APIs that these social networking websites that they provide. Whenever you have some comment over the public, then you can access those comments, you can crawl those comments, you can live feeding, you can do the data. But for one specific, every platform has their own APIs. So that is the problem. We don't have any general API that can fetch all the data from different sources. That is for a specific purpose. Like in these days, people are collecting any information regarding the Afghanistan. Then you can give certain keywords. So those keywords, if matches, then you can crawl those data. So that can be possible through the APIs, but it is not a cross platform that we can do. So another is a real-time learning. In the real time we want. So real time, it is also again things that we are not able to have in real time. Another is unsupervised models. So we have mostly the data is unsupervised. So that is also one of the challenge that we have. If supervised we have, then definitely we can build up efficient algorithm. And early detection is also very, very challenging task. And almost I feel, even I'm working in this particular field, but I feel that it is a very, very challenging. We are very concerned about it, that how we can stop a news which is a fake news before get it propagated. We want to stop, but it is very, very difficult, and I can say it might be sometime, it might be impossible. Even now here you can see another thing is also happen. If there is some perception person has that made, like those the news that I have shown you, the news like a master stroke diplomacy of prime minister. Those who are the follower of BJP, they can't believe their perception. You can't change. So even that news later on, the news when it's going to be investigated that may be false, is still the perception you can't change. So this is again a problem that is happening. So now the another problem is like deep learning models that can address all the formats, like now the data is available in the form of text, images, and speech. But the problem is in terms of real-time processing. So, and multimedia false information detection, that is also means, because we are fabricating all the images and videos, and the fabricate means that the fabricated false media content, that is detection, is also challenging. So these are some of the challenges that exist, and there are some fast checking tools that are available for different countries. This is available in for India also. You can use some of the news websites where you can check out some kind of news, whether it is false or not. So they have provided such platform in every country. Like in US also, they are having multiple platform, and these platforms are used to collect data. Even or if we want to do research, then we can collect, we can use like PolitiFacts that we have used, we have Snopes we have used to prepare our own data because these are the media sources. They are doing the labeling work, whether the news is false or it was basically a correct news. So now the false information detection system that we can see, there is a like a text we can have, or any information that is like in the images also we have, a video we have, then we can do pre-processing, then we can do feature extraction, then the training, testing, and then we can build up the model, and then we can do. So this is the simplest model, that a machine learning model, how it works. So you can see these. So now here the popular models of machine learning that has been used. So you can see a significant amount of 30% almost support vector machine. It is a very, very popular machine learning model. That is basically a binary kind of classification that do. But these are some of the models that has been used. And deep learning based model, where you can see the multimodality, like this particular image, you can see here there are text, there's a text and there's an image. So image we can pass through this, and then text which we can extract, and then we can use the text, and that text can be processed through RNN and LSTM, and then we can have output, then we can categorize. So this way we can do the detection work. So popular deep learning approaches that has been already used, so that also you can see. So these are the some of the data sets, etc. So I think we have a time, only a few minutes are left. So I want now here RNN and these you can understand about more if you are interested about it. So like long-term, short-term memories, all these are the things which you can even find in the literature also. But now I want to show you how you can do. Let quickly I can show this one. Yes, is it visible? Yes, please. Please tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
So now you people can see how we do. So here detection of fake news I'm demonstrating. I will try to quickly demonstrate it so that your interests, actually you all are the students, so you may be more interested towards how we do such a data mining things. So now here we have some data which is available in the form of fake news and true news, are real and fake that we have. So these all you may be knowing about these. These are the supporting files. That is we have centered supporting libraries which we imported. So NLTK, this is a natural language toolkit that was used for text data processing. So that is also required to have. So we used to implement this particular platform in TensorFlow. So here you can see these are also some of the supporting libraries that we have. But here is coming to from this load a data and we do a visualization. So there is here is the file true.csv. There is a data file that we have a true news, and another is a fake news that we have in this one. So these data frames we are first fetching these, and then we are trying to see some pre-processing things, some observation we are trying to do, whether there is any null value in the data or not. So we can see that there is no null value. So similarly in the fake also we can see there is no null value. Then we can also see about this data frame, what are the information that is present, so that we can see how much memory it uses. So similarly for the fake also we can see. Then we do some feature engineering. So here we can see that because this data is available in the form of CSV file, one is a true, another is a fake, but we don't have any column that labels it is a fake and it is a true. So now here you can see we add some label, and that label we are going to add here in the true. If news is true, so in that we are adding one more column, that is basically placing a 0. So this is a labeling kind of work that we are adding. And similarly, you can see over the fake also we are adding 1. So it means all the data which we have in two files that has been labeled into a 0 and 1, because one is true and the is false. And now you can see both data we have mixed together. Then also we can visualize. We can see that this is 0, 0 and this is 1, 1 here. And now here also we can see that there are some information which is not required, which is not relevant for detection of fake and true. Date is nothing to do with it. Here date you can see, date is nothing have any significance, like this subject is also here. So what subject we have, but date we are dropping here. So date we can drop here. So you can see all these again. And then we have one of the title we want to also use title, and then we have a text. So that also, and the label that also we are going to have. So here you can see again data we are going to process. Then we can see all the data that is in the original that is available in this form, US military to accept transgender. So all this data is that is available. Now here we are going to remove in an NLP, in natural language processing, we will apply an NLP kind of approach where it is called word embedding. So we are going to remove the stop words, means the connecting words that we will remove, because connecting word doesn't have any significance. So connecting words we are removing. So like a, as, etc. These we are going to remove it. So here you can see we use one of the NLTK library where stop words that we can use, and also we can here import the corpus that is has a huge corpus of stop words in NLTK library. But we can also add some if we think that in our text there are certain stop words that are present which is not available in the library. So we can see all the stop words which are available in NLTK, and also we added this one. These are 5 stop words that we added. So at the last we can see that these words that has been added as a stop words. So now we are going to call one of the very popular Python library, GenSim, that is used for topic modeling and document indexing. So that basically used to remove these stop words. So we can see that when we apply it, then the data which we have here, so that has been the data. This was the original data. And now we can see that the clean data which has been tokenized and all the stop words that has been removed from this data. And then we can see all these data. Here also we can see in the clean, you can see the clean attribute, though there is nothing stop words are there. So you can see now here we are going to have obtained the total number of words present in data that we are going to have. And then we are finding the length of words. So total you can see length of words, that is this one. Then we are obtaining the total number of unique words that is present. So this one is a total, and there is unique words. And then you can see that we are joining the words into a string, means those are the tokenized word. Now we are adding into a string. So here you can see clean join. So all those had been as a string. So we can also visualize those clean, and a zero sample we can visualize. And then we can see here the visualize and clean data. You can see all those here the clean data that is present here. And then the visualization that we use to here one is here you can see all those news that are present in terms of number of samples, political news, word news, news, politics, government news, all those that has been visualized, that how many samples that are present for each kind of news. So for this also, in terms of fake, we can see all those here. You can see means is this are fake or not? It's a 0 and 1. Those label we have done fake and true. So for that also, so you can see in this one there is a length which is basically one of the means that has more. Another is having a less. So that also you can see this is having a true is having a more number of samples. So all those true as well as the fake content which we have visualized also. You may be knowing about this word cloud. Word cloud that is this is means a library that is used word cloud. So for this we used to prepare a word cloud where prominent word that we can that can be highlighted more so that we can see. So now another visualization that we can see here, there is a means we can see the here the number of means maximum number of words in a documents that also we can find, and then we can visualize, we can see, because these maximum number of words that will be used to have a word embedding, means what would be the word embedding vector length size. So for that we need to have this thing. So here you can see all those means tokenized samples of one that we can see, and then you can see even this is the basically the first sample where you can match military accept. So here also you can find those military accept like these has been tokenized. Then the all tokenized that we will convert into a vector. Basically what embedding we need to have. So all the tokens that we have, this we will convert into a vector. So you will find there is a term frequency and document frequency that is used to convert such vectors. So on the next part, we will have a split the data into training and test. So we use here 20% data as a testing, then 80% data as a training. So that we do, and then we have those data, and then we like here tokenization, etc. that we do for the training and testing all that. And then you can see here we will have a uniform, because this is a maximum length that we need. So we need to those that is having a smaller length, we need to have padding so that the uniform length that has And then we have a total number of training samples here, then test sample that we can do, and then we can build up a model. So now here we are trying to build up a model that you can see there is a model. We define a sequential model where we used to have a RNN and a LSTM model. So LSTM we are going to implement here. So you can see in the sequential here we used to have bidirectional LSTM, and then we used to define the number of layers and which as well as the optimizer. Then the model that comes out. Then here the training is performed, and then the training, after the training we used to have a means prediction, and then we assess the performance of the model. So performance of the model we used to have this is a confusion matrix that we can see here. There is a, you can see the first one is a false, the fake, then next one is a true. So that you can see means fake news as well as the true news that is being classified. So this way we can do such thing. So I hope with this I can stop here. And this particular topic that is one of the most appealing topic in current days due to rise of internet as well as the number of users over the social networks, and we have our own interests to generate such a kind of content. Sometimes we have our political interests, sometimes we have our own business interests. So definitely such kind of issues that will be available. So you people may explore such area to have your project works, etc. You can do. So with this, I can stop.
Thank you very much, sir. So on behalf of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, I extend a wholehearted thanks to Dr. Dinesh sir for this knowledge-enriched session with the well-researched statistics on fake news detection with a very good demo. Unfortunately, due to the lack of time, we couldn't.
Yes, madam, definitely I was much worried about it. Otherwise, I thought that each and every step I have to explain so that a student has a curiosity to work on this particular area.
Yeah, this was a very highly informative session, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I also thank the student coordinators, Sharan Varghese, Selva Niklesh, and Shruti Srikumar for helping me to coordinate this particular session. Once again, thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you, madam. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. The students can join for the next session. Thank you.
Okay.